Greetings, fellow Space Noids, and welcome to the Xeon Remnants channel. And in today's video, we're taking a look at a custom figure that I've done recently, and it is of a 6-inch Black Series Darth Malgus figure. And I'm pretty proud of this figure. This was some of the most intense sculpting I've ever done in any figure. And if you didn't know, if you didn't watch my Road to Review, which Road to Review is a work in progress of a project that I'm working on, and it shows you kind of where I started, how we went, and basically how it turned out. And then we have the actual review, which is what you're watching right now, which is the finished product. I may go back and do some additional things to it. But the road review is pretty cool. It kind of gives an overview of how I do certain projects. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. This is finished finally, and it didn't come out perfect as I would have liked. There's still some things that bother me a little bit. At the very end, some of the painting went wrong, but in a way, it kind of helped give the figure more depth, and I'll explain what happened in a minute, but let's take a look here at the Darth Malgus figure. Of course, like I said, if you haven't seen the review, or Road to Review rather, you will know that this is from a bootleg Black Series Darth Vader figure, and in a lot of my videos I've always said, if you're going to make a custom, buy a cheap bootleg and just use that, because what's the point of paying more money for an expensive figure when you can buy a bootleg for a fraction of the cost and just customize the crap out of that. Here's a shot of my Darth Malgus. I had to pull back a little bit to get that. Take a look here at some of the detail here. The chest piece. I feel like I have to go back and fix that red a little bit. At the face here, I feel like I need to do some more with the face, some more color in the face or something. Just by looking at it here, it looks a lot, you know, when you look through things on a camera really close with the light on it, you can see some imperfections that you wouldn't normally see just looking at it with your own eye. So sometimes when I do these, I notice some things that I wouldn't otherwise notice. Got the shoulder pads here that were made from plow plate, and then have some epoxy over it. And we'll take a look at the waist area, thighs. We got the sculpted boots. The lightsaber, which I think could have turned out a bit better. But, I mean, it looks like Malgus' lightsaber, I think. The gauntlets came out pretty nice. This is a combination of epoxy putty plow plate and then an epoxy putty over that. I think that came out rather well. Now, of course, this is removable. This is just Darth Maul's hood, and I just cut it up so I can give my Darth Malgus a hood like he should have. Here's a better look at the face mask and the yellow eyes that I painted. I did have to sand the head a bit to remove the Darth Vader scars that were on the figure. And you can see there's just some paint here that I got on that I have to go back and touch up at some point. Just the back of the head. All in all, I think it came out rather well. There's some things I could improve on, and I'm going to go over real quick the issue that happened. So basically, painted the figure, put the wash, as you can see, if you've seen the road review, I've added wash down into the body suit and everything, and into the crevices of the armor. And after I did that, I went ahead and I dull coated everything with my typical dull coat lacquer, and that went pretty well. And then after that, after it dried and everything, I waited a couple days and I was like, okay, I'm going to add a gloss coat to the armored pieces. Well, for some reason, when I went to add the gloss coat, which was also lacquer, it started to strip the paint. And it's very apparent, like here on the knee. Here, you can kind of see the primer underneath is now coming through. on that, which is really unfortunate. To be honest, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. The gloss coat was put on top of a dull coat lacquer, so how it ate through the dull coat and the paint is beyond me, because the dull coat and the gloss coat were of the same type of paint. They were both lacquer paints. Now, if someone knows the answer to this, please let me know, because it drove me crazy. I noticed it because I can see this paint coming off. Now, in a way, it kind of gave the figure a more of a worn type of look, and it kind of turned out well, really. And I might go back one day and just, do a repaint on the gunmetal parts, because the black came out pretty good. You can also see, like, on the black, toward the edges, some of the paint wore off. But it was good because under the black was gunmetal, so wearing off like that looks nice, because it looks like it's just fading. That's pretty cool. I like that. But as far as this, going from the gunmetal to the primer underneath, that I do not like. Hopefully, if I probably will do another Darth Malgus at some point, and I'll kind of correct that on that one, but maybe at some point I'll correct it on this one too. But it's unfortunate, but it still came out pretty good. That scared the crap out of me. The thing about the bootlegs, of course, is sometimes the articulation isn't the great. I'm not sure if this bootleg really mimics the articulation of the Darth Vader figure, but the leg articulation is really kind of weird. But to be honest, I'm not too concerned about it, because basically I'm just going to have him standing kind of like that, just looking like the badass that he is, basically. So I'm quite alright with that. Let's get him in here with my other Old Republic custom that I did. Not sure if you guys have seen my Old Republic trooper that I made a while back, but here he is. So we got the Old Republic trooper, and we got Darth Malgus, and these two look actually really good together. I'm kind of surprised how good they look together. So that makes me happy. I think these go well, and I'm pretty happy about that. I will be doing a female trooper in the future. It's actually for a subscriber. They requested it, and we've worked out a price, and I'll be doing one for him. And actually, do I have that with me here? No, I don't. I have the starting of it. I'll show it at some point, but not in this video, apparently, because I don't know where it is right now. But these two look really good together, and I'm really glad that this came out pretty good. Like I said, at first, the Republic Trooper was the most sculpting I had done, but now the Malgus figure definitely takes the cake with the most sculpting that I've done on any figure. And I'm going to continue to top myself, because my next custom is going to be a Destiny figure, and it's going to be, I think, way more sculpting than even my Darth Malgus was. So look out for that. Also, I'll be doing more Bounty Hunters, Mandalorians specifically. If you guys have seen my other Mandalorian videos, I'm making a little squad of Mandalorians, and I have some new figures and some ideas for some, so I'll be doing those soon. And ladies and gentlemen, I do plan on starting to do commission work in the future, maybe even now. I like I said, I do have one where I am doing a female trooper for one of the subscribers, and I do plan on doing more. I do want to do like one a month. That's what I think I can handle right now. So if you have an idea for a custom and want to see if I can do it for you, please send me an email at zeonremnants@yahoo.com, and we'll talk and see if we can work out a price and see if we can make it happen, Captain. And I will, of course, put your custom on YouTube, and for everyone else to see, and for you to see, because you'll be receiving it. So yeah, guys, let me know, what do you think of my Darth... Oh, there goes my Republic Trooper. What do you think of my Darth Malgus figure? Do you think it's a good representation of Darth Malgus? I put a lot of work into this. It took a lot longer than I wanted it to, but I think it was worth it, and I think that it definitely came out well, even though there were some mishaps along the way, and even toward the end, having the issue with the paint kind of wearing away from this gloss coat kind of bummed me out a little bit, but I think all in all it turned out well. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Share your customs down below. As I say, I always like to take a look at other people's work. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. We do custom figures. We'll be doing some Gundam reviews into the future. I haven't done many lately, but I will be doing some because I have... Actually, we can take a look at that. I have way too many here that I need to build. So we need to go over and do some reviews on these guys and flatten these boxes out. These are all the flattened boxes here of other things I've done, but got a lot of stuff to go ahead and build. So that'll be on the channel, so look forward to that. And last big shot of my Darth Malgus here. And until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the video, supporting the channel. May the Force be with you, and as always, Zeke Zion!